Hey, what's going on with YouTube? I'm back at you again. Got one more for you here. What we're going to talk about today is what I've learned about the warm-up. The warm-up. You know, you think about any professional athletes or athletes that do any type of sports, you got to warm up. You got to stretch. You got to get those muscles ready for the activity that's going to be at hand. And it's very important how you warm up because you don't want to get out there on the field and run, pull a muscle going around the track, so something like that. I know training jiu-jitsu for many years and working out, I got to warm up. I'm 59 years old. I got to warm this stuff up. I just can't get out there cold and hit it. So we're going to talk about the warm-up, but we're going to also talk about the cool down. Okay, because when you work out too, you got to cool down. Depends on what kind of workouts that you're doing. You need to cool down. I remember when I was doing spinning, you had where you had to cool down. I did that for about a year and a half, a while years ago. And then you have the time where you have to cool down. So the thing is that sorry about this. The thing is that with the cool down is just important as the warm up. Okay, so what I want to share with you today is how I warm up to my day, and then how I cool down. So number one is the warm up, and this is how I warm up. You know, first thing I do, I get up in the morning. It's the hour of power. Get that in your head. It's the hour of power. They found out that the subconscious mind, our mind, is more susceptible to influence the hour when we wake up in the morning and the hour before we go to bed. I learned this years ago. So in order to take and really tackle your day and really hit it with a punch, you got to warm up to that thing. So how I warm up is I get up. My wife and I have our morning prayer and study. We study every day. I'm amazed at the number of people that, and this is not in judgment. I'm not judging no one. I'm just saying I'm amazed. I've asked folks, do you guys pray together? Do you couples, do you pray together? You know, I know you do women's studies or men's study, but do you and your husband and wife or your partner, do you guys come together in agreement as one and do that thing together? I've been so blessed and thankful. We've done it for many, many, many years, and it's been such a blessing to me. So that's one way. So I'm warming up spiritually. Then number two, I go work out. Whether I train jiu-jitsu, which I used to get in there a few times a week. I could only get in there maybe once, maybe twice in a week. But as long as I can get my hands on someone, and I enjoy myself. I like that. So I love doing that. But with that, I got to warm up, got to stretch, got to get ready for that. And then number two, I'm looking at my notes here for a second. Number two is understanding that hour of power is very important to warm up to the day, because we're going to face some things, some unexpecteds. And when we face those unexpecteds, if we're not warmed up here for the day, then we may pull a muscle up here in the brain. Okay? Because you don't know what this guy may do, or this lady may do, or a client may say, or a client may do, and we got to be ready for that. And the only way to get ready for that is to settle ourselves down, be on an even keel, and be ready to flow in there. So my hour of power in the morning is making sure my spirit is right and my mind is right, and then my body. And then now I'm ready to tackle my day. So use your commute. Use your commute as a warm-up time. You know, warm up to your day, get your mind right. Get ready to go hit this thing and hit the ground running, okay? Because you're already warmed up. I'm ready to run. Let's go. Let's get this stuff, okay? So the thing is that you're going to go throughout your day, work, or whatever you're dealing with. Moms at home dealing with children, or dads at home dealing with children. Warm up to your day. Get ready and get prepared. Because if we stay ready, we ain't got to get ready. Stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. If you just keep that in mind that, hey, I need to get ready for my day. I need to prepare myself for what I'm about to tackle today. So the thing is that as we go throughout our day, we warmed up already. We got that in check. So now we're ready to tackle the day. Then at the end of the day, we got to make sure that we do a cool down. How you cooling down? How you mellowing out? Are you still stressed out, hyped up about the day? What Johnny said, what Susie said? You still taking those emotions and feelings with you as you're driving home, ticked off a bit? We got to deal with that now. So when you walk in the door, does your wife or your husband, are they getting a smile? Are your kids getting a smile? Are they getting the best of you. So it's kind of like you warmed up to the day, then you cool down, then you're at home, right? Then you're at home. Okay, so you enter home with a smile. You went to work with a smile on your face. You see how this works? And now before you go to bed, bedtime is wind down time. Not W-I-N-E. W-I-N-D. Wind down. Okay? I mean, some people, they like to drink the wine. That's their business. Okay? So, the thing is that wind down for bed. Now, so we have the hour power up here. Hour power. How we start our day. Like I said, I start my day with prayer, reading my word with my wife. I work out. Hey, I'm ready to go. Let's get this day going, okay? Then you tackle the day, cool down. The commute home is a cool down. I'm winding down. It's a cool down. And then, before I go to bed, I'm winding down. And that winding down is another hour of power. Now, what you don't want to do is make sure that you're not putting news in your head. Okay? You know what? See, no news. No. No news. No. I've talked about it. Got to guard this thing. So this is that hour your subconscious mind is mostly influenced. Because here's what they figured out. Listen here. Check this puppy out. I'm going to erase this here. Boop, 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 boop. Get this off of here. So we've already got this in effect. But see, when we have the understanding of this here, let me move this over. We'll knock that down. Listen here. What I'm doing systematically, is it's like this here. This is an iceberg. Okay? This here is your conscious mind. This here is your subconscious mind. Subconscious. This is below the surface. Okay, so I'm intentionally influencing my mind. Because this thing here is what drives you subconsciously. This is where 95% of your operating system is, right here. You're just consciously and intentionally doing these exercises. So make sure you warm up before you have to go in. Warm up and cool down, then wind down. There's a 3-step process for you have a day. And then after you do that, warm up, cool down, wind down. Then repeat. Warm up, cool down, wind down, repeat. Warm up, cool down, wind down. I guarantee you, if you do that and implement that into your life, your days will be unstoppable. You'll be smiling every day because you took control over this thing. You took control over that control tower right up there. Okay? So that's it. And that's all I got for you. I'll let you later.